Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, my classmates that are so wonderful. Didn't sleep, didn't wake up just right now. So, we are the bomb squad. With our leader, the bomb. Bomb. The bomb. This is Shakia. And I'm Gab, the handsome. Hi, Charot! So, we will go with, we are the fifth group for today. And this is our topic. So, our topic is not introduction, okay? But we will get to know our topic with our introduction. Okay, so with this statement, a clean and orderly environment is essential for safety, health, and overall well-being. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, I hear you. Don't shout. Chat.
Charot.
So yeah, we can all agree that with a clean and orderly environment, everyone is safe, everyone is healthy, and everyone has a good well-being. Like here, within Iris, can you say that we have a orderly environment here?
No.
Well, why no?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, why no, Anjin? Why can you say so that Iris, our room does not have a good environment? Okay. So for Anjin, Iris is not a good environment that is safe and healthy, knowing that we have mosquitoes, knowing that the room is not clean, said by Anchin, cleaner sometimes, and the trees are not there anymore, and it's hot. Okay, that's Anchin's perspective. Well, in environmental philosophy, this explores the ideas like aesthetics, ethics, and justice to guide how humans should care for nature. And within our topic, we will get to know environmental philosophy to love our plants. Like how I love how I love my mother. Mother Nansa. And both natural events and human actions can cause environmental disorder. But people have the power to create positive change. I agree with this. We should look life at a perspective that we should move on and be positive with life. Never be negative, since when you are negative, you are going, where are you going? You're going down. You're never going up.
Going upwards.
You're going upwards in life. So that's why we should move and be positive. So, with that introduction, we can start with the first topic, which will be reported by the beautiful Darren.
To environmental aesthetics. So, it is a belief, it is our philosophical view that believes that maintaining an orderly environment will bring the natural beauty of life to our community. So, and it can contain benefits to the well-being of people and any other living organisms in that environment. So, appreciation of beauty promotes care for nature. Knowledge of nature helps people relate more effectively with it. It cannot be denied, however, that a disorder exists in our environment. When you must, kasi disorder is a sudden change of nature. So, for instance, natural calamities such as typhoons, earthquakes, and many more. Yeah, so on and so forth. And that is the environmental
Let's proceed to environmentalism. Good morning, ma'am. Ako si Hazel Magunda. Yes. So we'll talk about environmentalism. So first, it is the movement to address growing environmental problems. Meaning, it is an organized effort para matakol o masolusyonan itong mga increasing environmental problems. And it also recognizes that problems like pollution, deforestation, and climate change are getting worse.
are finding ways to protect the Philippine eagle's habitat from deforestation and to ensure the survival of these endangered species.
Next, it encourages both individual and collective action.
Environmentalism promotes the idea that everyone, from individuals to groups, that has a role to play. Meaning, dili na lang na siya about sa kasi mabuhat sa governments or organizations. It's also about the everyday decisions and actions of the individuals and communities working together. Example, sa individual action, kung natin mga lakon like what eskwelahan or muli or natin lain at doon, as much as possible, kung gamit na og public transportation, cycling, or kung pwede walking, para instead of driving alone, para makaiwas sa air pollution caused by the mga smoke ikan sa sakyanan.
And lastly, it involves governments, organizations, and communities.
Environmentalism has broad effect. Broad effect that includes various levels in society. We all know that governments they create policies. Ang mga organizations kay nag-run of programs o ang communities kay nag-take action para masolusyonan itong mga environmental problems na nahitabo sa ilang community or within their neighborhood. And collaboration between these groups are essential for effective environmental protection. So, yes, that's all. Thank you.
So good morning, my name is Shania May Bacalayan. So my topic is environmental ethics. First is moral approach to human-environment relationship. So dari akay kuan ang relationship nato as human nato environment. Dapat na ating responsibilities sa ato environment. First is kanang take ang atong action, tanong natong action if makasira ka sa environment. Then tapos ito ay nagpatingin na kapaligiran bilang isang pagkukunan lamang ng mga paggamit ng mga tao. Ikuha na din mga sources. Sa kapaligiran. So, kailangan nato think na ating responsibility about the environment. Next is recognize all natural elements have intrinsic value. First, ikaw na to sa una kung saan ang intrinsic value. Kanina, gingo sa group 5 na kuan, iyawit nila na intrinsic value is kanang mga plants, animals, katong mountains, and etc. So, dapat ato ani i-recognize kung unsa ni sila. Pero i-highlight nato na intrinsic value is all non-human. Next is promote preservation for present and generation. Kani diri kay kailangan nato i-present nato or i-promote nato kung unsa ang maayo sa atong generation. Unsa maayo sa atong present and future generation sa atong mga bata pohon. That's all. Thank you.
So, good morning, ma'am. My name is Maxine Kerry Pimbado. So today, I would like to talk about environmental ethics also, but in a personal aspect. So first, it starts with personal responsibility, like cleanliness, waste segregation, water conservation. It is also being a role model in home and community care. And it is also a reflect on how daily actions affect nature. So environmental ethics is about how our actions respect for our environment. It teaches us to think before we do something For example, if we throw away a trash, did we put it in the right trash bin or binalabay lang natin siya sa nasa? Diba? So in these small actions like paglabay o taba ng basura, save of water, clean sa ating surroundings, it may be a simple thing, but it shows that it is an important step that we care for our environment. So caring for our environment starts within ourselves. Agree mo guys?
Yes.
Sugod sila sa sarili. Diba? If we want a cleaner or healthier world, we start within ourselves, our home. Like for example, pag mata nato kayo magpinda sa itong mga inigaan, sa itong balay, diba? Every weekend, and sa itong ikot sa balay, and yeah. So that simple actions shows that we are responsible and that we care for our environment. So in simplest term, environmental ethics is that if we do each of our part, even in the simplest thing, it can make a big difference for our environment. And that's all.
So, environmental ethics has resulted in the development of varied views. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Shiva Namarapan, and the first among these views is social ecology. Social ecology connects social issues with environmental problems. It suggests societal change to solve environmental challenges. So social ecology is the idea that environmental problems like climate change, pollution, and deforestation are closely connected to social problems like corruption, inequality, poverty, and racism. The main point is that the way we treat each other, the way every person treats another person is a reflection of how we treat our nature. So, if society allows people to dominate or cannot exploit other people, then it can lead us to exploiting our nature as well. So, to truly solve environmental problems, we need to also fix the social systems that where these environmental problems come from. For example, in communities where poverty is high, then people might tend to cut trees for income. Diba? So that is not just an environmental issue, but it is also a social one. Yes. Because poverty and lack of opportunities are forcing people to do harmful practices gani like mag-love. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So, social ecology also focuses on ethics, meaning we have a moral responsibility to take care for both people and our environment. Simply put, guys, social ecology tells us that if we want a healthier planet, if we want a healthier environment, then we must practice a just and fair society, because we have to change our values, our systems, and how we as individuals, how we as a society treat each other. Next, we have
Good day, Mom. My name is Elena Simulada, and now we'll discuss how climate and climate ethics and justice. First, climate change as an ethical, social, and political issue. The ethical dimensions of climate change represent the one ba multi-phase siya o mga Sampulan ang kanakot sa kanaka. Next slide. Involve equity and participation in decision making. If we emphasize the importance of equity and inclusive participation of decision making, we can process to achieve justice and a sustainable solution to those kuan na pinapface sa atong community ng mga disaster may dali na sa makalimo o kung sa man mga problema kay nara kay solution.
And back. So, we'll go down to the last to the topic of environmental justice. So within the word of justice, we want, or sa Filipino pa, justisya, so kailangan natin to. Ay, basig man lako diha, basig ng labas na mo. And we want within environmental justice is a fair distribution of environmental benefits and burdens. Right now, inside the Senate, this is what Kiko Pangilingan is trying to fight for, which is environmental justice for our farmers and especially our crops or katong mga giplant na mga plants. Planted plants. And now, we want to ensure that the community's involvement, we need to ensure policies that should involve the community to uphold justice within the environment. Para dili na ka na masayang na po na itong mga mga giplant, or we have no true care for our environment. That which shows injustice of that. And we want to address the inequality in facing our environmental challenges. We should take care more of our environment. We live in a country that is so environmentally blessed, and we abuse it of its power, or we abuse it of its blessing, and goes to show the karma that we have. Pinapabaha, inom, kumurag, and a lot of budget that is just done to waste because without proper thinking of the environment and with our people. So, without both connecting with each other, we cannot achieve environmental justice, and we cannot have a bigger perspective on how we can live with nature and our environment in a more better way, so that we can progress. Ayun. Okay.
Now, and hello. So, I am back. Caring for the environment is both a personal and shared responsibility. This philosophical perspectives of aesthetics, ethics, and ethics. So, in conclusion, taking care of the environment is something that each of us must do individually. But it is also a shared responsibility. It is also a responsibility we share as a community. Do you guys agree?
Yes!
So, as said here, different philosophical perspectives can guide us in this responsibility. First, aesthetics reminds us to appreciate the beauty of nature. Ethics tells us what is right and wrong in how we treat our environment. Third, and last, justice ensures that environmental benefits and burdens are shared fairly. If we value our nature, if we act fairly and take the initiative to make changes, whether it is a big or small action, or whether it is a small action or habits na to everyday, or mga dako magwatod that we do with our community, we can help protect the planet not just for ourselves today, but for the future generations that will come. That is all